Hey, now, how's it going, everybody? Your favorite, friendly ring announcer, Josh Stratton here with episode 2 of the Apron podcast, the Apron Wrestling Podcast. We can be found on Twitter and Instagram at _the Apron. Facebook, search for the Apron, you'll find us. We're still new, as you can tell, this being our second episode, but thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for joining us on this journey into talking about wrestling. The reason I started this Apron podcast is mainly for just New Focus Wrestling, my love right now here in Evansville, Indiana. Sorry, honey. I've been married a long time, but I got a new love. And she wears green all the time and smells like sweaty people. New Focus Wrestling is insane right now. As you guys knew, we didn't have a show last Saturday. Generally, we have a show every Saturday night, but for the Easter celebration, we got to miss out. Sad face, but we're making it up for you this Wednesday night, Wednesday, April 4th. Salvation Army, Evansville, Indiana, 1040 Fulton Avenue at the NFW Arena. We've got an incredible card, which I'll do right now in this crazy deep voice. We've got Johnny, by God, Richards and Immaculate Mike Micus going against Iron Man Rob Conway with the celebrity Travis Sams, big time Josh Lewis, and main event Xander Kelly. These guys all have inflated egos. Listen to that. The celebrity, the Iron Man, big time, the main event. Well, not to say that the other team didn't have their head inflated with Johnny, by God, Richards, and the Immaculate Mike Micus. Oh, 5 alpha males there together, plus the celebrity Travis Sams. 6 alpha males going to be getting it. Oh, it's going to be crazy. Who's your choice? Who's your pick? Let me know in the comments. Let us know in the comments for all these. I'll go ahead and give my predictions because it gives me some content to talk about. Welcome, everybody, to the Apron Podcast. Once again, my name is Josh. You can follow New Focus Wrestling online at New Focus Wrestling on Facebook. Search New Focus Wrestling on YouTube. Or look for us on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon. We are working on that, so give us your money at NFW 2006. That's at NFW 2006, which is our birth year. We're getting so old. We're almost a teenager. Crazy, huh? Anyway, back to the story at hand. First match we're going to be delving into, given my prediction, is this Johnny Richards and Mike Micus against Rob Conway, Josh Lewis, and Xander Kelly. My choice here, God, I hate to do it, but experience, the numbers, Super J, my broadcast partner on our YouTube channel, is not going to let me live this down, but I'm almost going to have to pick Rob, Josh, and Xander. And not just because Josh and I share a name, but because I think that's the smart choice. With Travis Sams? Are you kidding me? 4-on-2? I wasn't a math major, but I do know that those are numbers I don't like for Johnny and Mike Micus. So my prediction is with the baddies. Rob Conway, Josh Lewis, and Xander Kelly. Next match will be... let me know. What do you think? Down in the comments. Who's your choice in all these matches? So that's match 1 we're talking about. Match 2 we're going to talk about here is Joseph Schwartz of Bomb Shelter fame going against Brandon S.P. Espinosa of the St. Louis wrestling scene. Also been wrestling here in Evansville for a while. My choice there, probably have to go with Joseph Schwartz. I really like to watch him in the ring. He's very exciting. So is Espinosa, but Schwartz is going to be my pick there. And will be a little help from Randy West, who will be in the building. I don't know. So there's 2 of those matches. Who's your choice? Third match we're going to talk about just a touch is Chloe versus the aforementioned toughest broad in the business, Randy West, versus Tootie Lynn Ramsey. Triple threat. 3-way dance, however you want to call it. Generally, those need no disqualification, so that could be ugly. Keep that in mind for this match. Also, keep in mind that Chloe was not really submitted, but had the life almost squeezed out of her. The last New Focus show by Alita Ortiz and fell asleep from a bear hug and lost that match. Will she be recouped in time to make a difference in this match? My choice, I'm going to have to pick Chloe. She's got to redeem herself. Chloe is my choice in this triple threat. See, next on the line, oh my. I complained enough on the last podcast, the first episode, about I don't understand how Jason Kane ended up with this NFW World Title opportunity, but he got one somehow, already being one half of the NFW Tag Team Champs with Chris Thomas as natural selection. Now, Jason Kane being rewarded for his bad behavior by getting a title shot for the NFW World Title against Benny Bray. Benny Bray, please don't let us down. Please whoop Jason Kane so bad that the next match, Chris Thomas is going to have to defend that tag titles on his own. As you can see, my choice is Benny Bray for retaining the title. Next on my list here, got the Burkle. Who's your choice? Oh, good pick. Next match is Burkle Bros, Trevor and Zach, the social media darlings of NFW, going against the Midwest Monster Hunters. One of which is as big as a monster. The other one kind of looks like a monster. Bo Sawyer and Blaine Black. Burklo's all day. Bray. They're on their way back up to get their tag title rematch, even though they kind of got screwed out of their rematch. But I think they're back on their way to putting some gold around their waist. And then, last but not least, for the NFW show, and after we're done here touching base with the NFW show, we're going to go outside of local wrestling and talk about New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW's Sakura Genesis. Little bits and pieces here, so if you want to hang on tight. But the last match here was just put online moments ago by Johnny Richards from the booking committee. It's the Team of Us. The names I have here are the only ones that are, hell, it could be any Team of Us. But let's go through our mental Rolodex right here real quick. We have Rough Rider Roy, Mike Michaels, AJ Riley. Let's see, then they got their security guard, Herbie. They got their referee, Nathan. They've got, Ryan Rage, last one to wear a shirt. They've got their valet, Sharon Cox, and their attorney, whose name slips my mind. Again, because I don't have it written down in front of me. They are going against, who knows, there could be more people. Those are the only ones I have for sure. Going against the team of NFW, which, according to my list here, we've got Canadian Bond. That's at least Teddy Joe, Billy D. Could Canadian Kid be part of that? Just John. And the Star Spangled Slammer. I have 1,000 apologies to Star Spangled Slammer, as I called him the Star Spangled Grappler on our broadcast during his match. It's nothing worse than being called your wrong name. I have nightmares about it. And believe me, Star Spangled Slammer sounds better than Star Spangled Grappler. So, my apologies, Mr. Slammer. Anywho, so we've got Canadian Bond, at least Teddy Joe and Billy D, maybe Canadian Kid. Just John, who just lost his NFW Tri-State title. And the Star Spangled Slammer going against the Team of Us. Once again, Rough Rider Roy, Mike Michaels, AJ Riley, possibly Ryan Rage. In what's being named an Art of War Battle Royal. What is an Art of War Battle Royal, Josh? Please tell us, educate us. Hell, I don't know. Well, I didn't know. I do know now. I sent off a message to the powers that be and said, hey guys, I really want to talk about this Art of War Battle Royal on the Apron Wrestling Podcast. What the hell is it? Very simply put, 2 teams. So that would be Team of Us and Team of NFW. Check. Elimination is over the top rope. Okay. Hence the Battle Royal. Pinfall. Ooh. Or submission. I'm guessing everyone's in the ring at once, which would perfectly make sense. So we got like a tornado tag. tornado 8-man tag match, where you can be eliminated by being thrown over the top rope into the floor. And it's an elimination style. So it's kind of like a mixture between a Survivor Series match, a Battle Royal, and just good old-fashioned ass-kicking. So there we got it. Team of us, Rough Rider Roy, Mike Michaels, AJ Riley, maybe Ryan Ray, against Canadian Bod, Teddy Joe, Billy D, maybe Canadian Kid, not sure, Just John, and Star Spangled Slammer. Maybe others added. Only one way to find out. Be there Wednesday night, April 4th, 1040 Fulton Avenue, Evansville, Indiana. Bell times at 7:30. Doors open at 6:30. Tickets only $8. Be a part of our broadcast as we record every show with full running commentary to be uploaded to YouTube shortly thereafter. This is a first of the month show, so it may end up being on DVD, but if we get this crowd hot enough, I'm going to see what I can do to get it to you guys for free. Yeah, free. That's better than not free, right? Well, so let us know. Who do you think? Who's going to win these matches? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to show up. Let us know there. And that's enough with local. That was brought to you by Just Call Josh today for fair and honest computer support and repair. Network. Personal, home, phone, computers. Anything. Small businesses, large businesses. Your grandma, she needs a TV mounted. Just call Josh today. That's justcalljoshtoday@gmail.com, or look for us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at JustCallJosh2, or give us a holler, 812-589-5446. Call or text. Charges may apply. Now we're on to International Underground. Oh, bad rapper. Bad. You are not Outcast. Okay, fine. We're doing a little talking about Sakura Genesis real quick, like in our weekend of wrestling. WOW. Get it? It's like a little segment. What happened in the weekend of wrestling? Something I'd like to do probably every Monday. Let you know what happened over the weekend. That's generally when the big shows happen. We're not talking about Monday Night Raw. We're not talking about Tuesday Night SmackDown or Wednesday night. Who was on Wednesday night? 205 Live or whatever. We're talking about weekend stuff. So this last weekend, April 1st, early April Fool's Day, Easter morning, straight from Sakura, Japan, was Sakura Genesis, one of New Japan's big shows that they have every year. This one's fairly new show compared to some of their other ones like Dominion, things like that, but it was huge nonetheless. Go through a few matches here with a few rundowns in case you didn't miss it, in case you're not a member of NJPW World or you haven't seen it on Twitter. Spoiler alert. Twitter, Google, wherever you look for your wrestling news. I'm only going to touch on a few matches here. There were a lot more, but a few that really stuck out to me here. Had the Young Bucks versus Chase Owens and the Tokyo Pimp Yujiro Takahashi. So we've got Bullet Club colliding. It's like every single New Japan show here lately, ever since the Cody, Kenny Omega thing, it's like they have to separate. They have to break apart Bullet Club. Are they trying to turn this into a New World Order? We're going to have a Bullet Club white and a Bullet Club red and a Bullet Club green? I hope not. But see here, the Bucks won. Matt Jackson, still sporting that back brace given to him by the American Nightmare Cody. Put a sharpshooter on Chase Owens and got Chase to finally tap. But Matt, his back was still hurting pretty bad, and he was feeling the effects of it. And it was very apparent that his back is still reeling from Strong Style Evolved. And there wasn't as much drama in this match. There wasn't as much of that family fighting feel that you get, like, Family Feud going on here. It was a good match, nonetheless, but nowhere close to the drama, the awesomeness when the Bucks went against the Golden Lovers. But, to each. They can't all be 6 stars, right? Or 5 stars. The next match I'm going to touch on here was Suzuki-gun. Oh, my gosh. These guys are insane. Davey Boy Smith Jr., hell of a guy. Lance Archer, who I've never met, but looks crazy insane. This guy, look yourself up some Lance Archer in New Japan videos. He is like the Gallagher of wrestling. Coming out and he's spitting water on everybody he runs across, everyone he comes to, all the fans, like straight in people's faces. Those young boys or their security guys, you know, that are the trainees. Oh, this guy, he got 20 ounces of pure water right in the face, water and saliva, all up in your face, all in your grill. Tell me, how does it feel? Wow. Anyway, Suzuki-gun, which if you're not familiar with New Japan Wrestling, are one of the everything there is pretty much split into factions. You have Chaos, which is led by Kazuchika Okada, their world champion. You have Suzuki-gun, which is led by Minoru Suzuki, who is one of the most insane and scariest guys I've ever seen on TV or anywhere. You got Los Ingobernables de Japón, LIJ, which is helmed by Tetsuya Naito. And you've got Taguchi's stable of guys, and but yeah, everything there, and of course Bullet Club, but everything there is pretty much squad based, which is kind of what New Focus is going to here. Looks like with a team of us, we need another group to take them down, and I'm guessing team of NFW is going to be it. But back to Japan, we got the Suzuki-guns, Davey Boy Smith Jr., Lance Archer, and Minoru Suzuki against LIJ, Los Ingobernables de Japón. Evil, Sanada, and Tetsuya Naito. Oh my God. So vicious was this match. So much brutality. I mean, just seeing these 6 guys, it was insane. And KES, Killer Elite Squad, Lance Archer and Davey Boy Smith Jr., one with the Killer Bomb on Evil. Killer Bomb is like a power bomb, assisted power bomb combination that they do, that they've taken everybody out with. They've won the IWGP tag titles with that move and just took them out on Evil. And see Tetsuya Naito give a post-match promo telling Minoru Suzuki that he doesn't think that the Intercontinental Belt is really worth anything. But if Suzuki would like a fight, he could step up and ask. So, what does Suzuki do? He basically calls Naito a piece of SH exclamation point T and claims to be the king of pro wrestling. He says something like, Suzuki-gun, Minoru Suzuki, Ichiban. Ichiban is number 1. And just left Naito laying in the ring. And Naito laid himself down in the ring in his nonchalant manner that he does, and then Suzuki said his piece and took off. So I'm not sure what's happening. We can have Naito and Suzuki for the Intercontinental belt that Naito obviously doesn't want. See what Naito does to belts that he doesn't want. My God, I think it was the Intercontinental belt last time that he had. He just threw it around like it wasn't anything. I'm thinking if he doesn't get that IWGP World Heavyweight title from Okada, none of the others really matter. So I don't know. Maybe it's just going to be a show of respect at who's tougher between Naito and Suzuki. And now, on to my match of the night. Oh my God. 2 of my favorite wrestlers in independent wrestling. Will Ospreay against Marty Scurll. Marty Scurll has beaten Ospreay every single time they fought. Will Ospreay goes into this match as the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, which is the same here as saying you're Light Heavyweight Champion. Or 205 Live Champion, or Cruiserweight Champion, whatever you want to say. And this match was insane. This match, I can't believe Will Ospreay is still walking today. Or ever again. There was this sick sliced bread that Will Ospreay done to Marty Scurll from the apron. Hello, the apron! Haha. Hence our name, because it's dangerous to play around on the apron. From the apron to the floor, okay? And Ospreay, during his rotation, catches his head and neck and everything on the way down on the apron and cuts the hell out of his head. His neck looks like he was a Stretch Armstrong doll. It would just pull and twisted and then let go. And after it was all said and done, these guys fought for another 5 minutes. Will Ospreay retains after a beautiful match. He fought Marty Scurll's match. He outsmarted Marty Scurll. He out-Marty Scurlled Marty Scurll. He out-villained the villain. Hits a beautiful Os cutter. No matter what Scurll tried, he couldn't. He didn't have that impact move. He didn't have that high impact. He tried for that chicken wing a few times, but it just wasn't enough. That one Os cutter. Will Ospreay covers him for the pin, 1, 2, 3, and leaves. Finally thwarting Marty Scurll and retaining his IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. And I love that belt. That belt's so cool looking. It looks just like the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, except a little smaller. Just it's like they threw it in the dryer for a little bit. Let's see. And after the match, Will Ospreay called out another one of my favorites. I mean, just this show was just like, oh, you know, I like WWE, all right. I love Ring of Honor, but New Japan and New Focus, anything with new in the title, that's where my heart's at. Marty Scurll after the match gets up in Kushida's face. It's the Back to the Future guy. Gets up in Kushida's face, who is outside of the ring doing commentary for the Japanese commentary, and gets up in his face and basically tells Kushida, you know, I've beaten you before, I've beaten Marty now, and in order for me to prove that I'm the best, I'm going to have to beat you again for this belt. So here we go. Kushida gave the thumbs up and accepted the challenge. So here in the very near future, Will Ospreay and Kushida. Don't you love those Japanese guys, those Japanese wrestlers who's, you know, when you're looking on the screen watching New Japan, you see a lot of kanji characters, a lot of Kenta characters, and then, I think it's Kenta. And then, I don't know where you see Kushida in Latin text, all caps, Kushida, or Evil, or Sanada, or Yoshihashi. It's funny. They anglicize it, and just, like, that's the most Japanese thing on here, and it's written in English, except Evil. I understand that, but maybe there's no character for Evil. Anyway, a couple more things here to touch base before I tell you all goodbye. Thank you for listening. Once again, you are listening to the Apron Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Stratton, the ring announcer, commentator, whatnot, such as and so forth for New Focus Wrestling in Evansville, Indiana. Got some news for you all also here after this. Some bookings I have, and woo, I'm excited. I just can't hide it. I'm going to hide it for now. Anyway, let's talk next. Cody and Hangman Adam Page. Dude's awesome. You do a drop kick and turn it into a moonsault, standing moonsault in the ring. Dude's phenomenal. Representing Bullet Club against Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. The Golden Lovers. Fantastic match. The Golden Lovers. Oh my God, they're turning into the new. You know what kind of started all this was Kenny Omega saying how the Golden Lovers are the best tag team in the world, and the last two insane epic tag team matches I've seen have involved the Golden Lovers. Cody gets hardway busted open halfway through the match over his eye. Gushes buckets of blood. You could just see these gigantic drops of blood. Ends up making it through the match. And Cody steals the victory with the dirty pin. 2 handfuls of tights on Kota Ibushi. You can't out-heel the heel. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. And that is what Cody did. Brandy wasn't even out there, so Cody had to cheat on his own as the Golden Lovers racked up an L. And does that mean that Cody is superior to Kenny and he should be Bullet Club's leader? Only we shall know. We shall tell later. And in other news, kind of associated with that, what's up with Cody saying he's going to change the Bullet Club logo? He's going to retire the Bullet Club logo? Really? It's like trying to retire Santa Claus as the symbol for commercialization of Christmas. Can't do that. That's like we're no longer using the W in WWE. We're going to change it to something else. Who knows? Maybe he's got something great planned. I don't know if it could be near as iconic as the Biz Cliz logo. We'll see. And then the last match The one that everyone was talking about leading up to. Even with all these other matches on here, this match still. Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. who submitted the unsubmittable Sonata Evil. He made Tomohiro Ishii, the Stone Pitbull. They're saying that he gave up, but he did not tap. The rumors are actually that Ishii kind of just passed out, sort of, and that the ref called for the match, and he still didn't give up. But Zack Sabre Jr. still got into that point anyway in the New Japan Cup, and actually that was in a tag match. But you submitted Sonata and Evil and all these guys. The Ace. He submitted the Ace. Tanahashi. So confusing. The Ace. But yeah, he submitted him, and then and pretty much every match that he had, he turned into his match. These weren't new school wrestling. This is like Greco-Roman high school wrestling. You almost expecting the ref to be in there and counting points the way these matches went. If he caught an arm, he was turning that arm and then turning it and turning it and then turning the wrist to meet with the arm and the neck and just winning them. So at the end of the line, when he won that beautiful cup, oh my God, how gorgeous is the New Japan Cup? Anyway, after he won that cup, got the challenge for any belt he wanted, and he chose Okada. And Okada, if Kazuchika Okada is not the greatest wrestler in the world, you tell me who active. You tell me who is. And you give me reasons why. I seen Okada out wrestle Zack Sabre Jr. He took everything Sabre Jr. did to him, tried to rip his arm off, tried to neutralize the Rainmaker. But Okada took every bit of it and then said, oh yeah, jumping, spinning tombstone. Oh, Rainmaker. I'm the winner. I'm the champion. I'm the best. I'm number one. I am Ichiban. Nice callback, huh? So he came back around. Oh my God, what a show. Do you guys watch Sakura Genesis? Do you guys watch New Japan? Do you, huh? Well, after that match, when Okada won with the Rainmaker, he tied history in New Japan Pro Wrestling. That was his 11th straight title defense. And in New Japan, that's something big. Not just these guys don't just defend it willy-nilly. It was his 11th straight title defense where he tied the Ace, Tanahashi. He tied him. So now, after that, Tanahashi and Okada, their words. And in order for Okada to get his 12th title defense in a row, he must beat the man he tied, Tanahashi. Oh my God. It is a great time to love wrestling. Oh my God. What do you think? Who's going to win that one? Are we going to have the Ace regain his gold? Or does the Rainmaker, led by the Rain Taker Ghetto, does he carry on to glory? Oh, nobody knows. Only one way to find out. Just like there's only one way to find out who wins between Johnny Richards and Mike Micus. Johnny Richards and Mike Micus versus Rob Conway, Josh Lewis, and Xander Kelly. And that's to be there Wednesday night. Wednesday night, April 4th, Evansville, Indiana. It's where you need to be. Tickets $8. Salvation Army, 1040 Fulton Avenue. You got to be there. But last but not least, just toot my own little horn here. Got me a couple pretty big bookings in May 12th. Be for All Star Wrestling in Charleston, West Virginia, where James Storm will be on the card. Impact Wrestling, TNA Wrestling. The Cowboy James Storm will be on that card, as will someone who was in this last review of matches I gave. Chase Owens of Bullet Club will also be there. Go check them out online. I believe it's All Star Wrestling WV. So Look up All Star Wrestling West Virginia on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. I should have had all their info with me, but, shooting from the hip. Anyway, thanks to Gary Dameron and the boys over there for signing me up. And I'll also have a show there later in the year in August with one of my favorite people in the entire world, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Shh, don't tell nobody. Shh. Woohoo. So stoked. Anyway, thanks everybody for listening. Leave us some comments in the comments. What do you want me to talk about next time? I'm doing my damnedest. I'm this close. Well, he doesn't know it yet, but I think I'm going to have Johnny Richards on our next podcast. Shh. Don't tell him. Comment. Who else? Who New Focus do you want me to talk to? Rob Conway. Fosh Flanagan, Josh Lewis. We got all kinds of guys. We're going to find someone. We're going to talk to him on our next podcast. Who knows who it'll be? The only one way to find out, and that'll be to listen. So, thank you for listening this time. Please give us a like, follow on all our social media places. Thank you to New Focus Wrestling for letting us upload this in video form on their YouTube page. Once again, they can be found at New Focus Wrestling on Facebook, at NFW2006. Damn near everywhere else except YouTube. Just search New Focus Wrestling. How hard's that, huh? How hard's that? Do it. All right. Well, that's it for me today. I'm getting a low battery indicator on my recording device. So I'm going to get up out of here. You guys be good. And I'll see you at the show.